two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Daniel Jones sacked.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
From the gun, Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Harris has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, Saints.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 3rd down.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Play action. Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Breeze pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Giants.
1st down Giants. Jones to Ingram.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Saquon.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
48-yard line.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, 58, 58, come on. Let's go, defense. Man up,
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 10, Giants nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Throwing Jones.
At the 37.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Saints will have the football back. On 1st down, Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
That one complete to Hill. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Harris to return. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, now Breeze. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Saints first down.
95-56.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Breeze pass.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
41-yard
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Breeze again. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
22-yard.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 54 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across mid. Ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Saints 20, Giants 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from 53. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, There has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Check nipple. Hey, kill.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Kamara, the ball
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he's into the clear. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
49-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Ball carrier.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall
Jones hit and the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 27, Saints 20.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Jones, they get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. 6 man.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fielded in the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how like your respect.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Today's final score, Saints.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Saints, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.